Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you something that everyone kind of always asks for, and I know there's a lot of videos out there that kind of cover it, but I'm here to make, oh, I'm kicking the light, sorry. I'm here to make things simple for you guys, and I'm going to show you how to use gel liner. It's so easy. I've watched a few videos that have tried to kind of demonstrate how to make it easier and how to do it, but there's a few things they miss out, and from watching other people and from teaching other people how to do liquid liner, there's a few little bad habits that you can pick up on and correct straight away and then have it down like in a few seconds. So let's go ahead, let's jump straight into it, and this is how you do gel liner really easy. So I am using an angle brush. So I don't usually like angle brushes. I try to use the really tiny slim ones, but this one is Zoeva, and it's a 317 wing liner brush. The reason I like this is because the tip here, the shape is nice and long. It's angled slightly, of course, which it has to be because it's a liner brush. But just the way it applies liner, how thin it is and crisp it is perfect. I'm using a gel liner here from NYX, and in no way do I recommend this liner. It's not the best one. It just happens to be the only one I have. It's a little bit dry, so I add the inglot duraline drops. These are amazing if you have a gel liner that's dried up, a brow pomade that's dried up, anything that's that kind of cream texture that is meant to be that's meant to like move really fluid like that doesn't anymore. Inglot duraline, a few drops, it fixes it. So I always use it with this to correct the texture. Okay, let's get straight into it. Let's come up close to my eye and let's start doing some liner. So I haven't plucked my brows in a while. Who has time? Let's be real. Yeah, so there are a few things people do when they're doing liner which automatically is going to make the liner bad. One thing people do is stretch the eye like this when they start to apply their liner. I mean, it makes it easier to kind of apply a little bit smoother. I just poke myself in the eye, but as soon as you drop that eye, it's going to change the shape of the of the liner. So that's one thing we're not going to do. We're also not going to close our eyes when we're doing a liner. We are actually going to have a hand mirror in front of us here, and we're going to look up like this. So this is going to give us a really good angle to look from, because we can see our whole lid, but we're not going to close our eye and crease it up and, you know, do all this stuff. Okay, so let's go. So I have loaded my brush with some gel liner. The way you want to kind of measure out where your liner is going to go, and this is the same with any, it doesn't just have to be the gel, is you want to follow your bottom waterline here. So imagine if this waterline was going to carry on in the direction it's going, and that's where we want to make our flick. We're going to start from the inside corner of the eye outwards, never come in this way. The brush is designed to kind of make a flick on the end as you raise it. If you come in this way, you're kind of starting off thick and then finishing smaller, if that makes sense. So we're going to follow that waterline, and this doesn't have to be a perfect flick, it just has to be a little mark. So let's follow the waterline here. It's going to come out here, and let's make a line there. There you go. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. There's actually a little break in the middle there, but that has set out our kind of mark where the flick is going to go. So now if we kind of raise our chin up and look downwards, you can see now we can see our whole lid here. So we're gonna start from the outside corner, and for now I'm just going to follow the lash line. I'm not going to try and join up the flick or anything. So just starting from the corner here, I'm just going to go along our lash line. Like that. Sorry, I just moved so the light might be slightly different. I'm just gonna leave a tip about halfway down this line. I'm then gonna join that up to the waterline, and I'm holding the brush like this. So now we kind of have that kind of flick shape. Now come in with your brush straight across in this way. Don't hold it this way, come in this way now. So straight inwards. Oh, can you see? And then we're going to tidy that up. So we're doing the whole thing with eyes open. Chin up again. Let's tidy that up. Now the annoying thing with me and liquid liner is I have these lashes in the corner that stick straight up, so occasionally they'll get caught and make like a line. If anything like that happens, if you make any mistakes, do not remove it with makeup remover, because it's really difficult to kind of go back on top then. So let's take a look at our flick here. That's absolutely fine. Now you can see when I'm applying the liner, I'm only taking it to the middle, just here. Because if we then try to take this line the whole way across, we're going to get those bumps in the middle here, and it's going to drag and it'll be a really weird texture. So let's get some fresh liner on our brush. Then starting from the inside corner, we're going to join that across to the middle. Now you can see I've just kind of done little taps so I can kind of get the shape in. That's our line there, and now we can kind of start straightening all this out. Take your time when you're doing liner, don't expect straight lines straight away. So let's get right up here. I really raise my brow. Now I'm just going to fill out this corner because it's not as dark as I would like it to be. There you go, and that is a basic liquid liner. My eyes just happen to dip down slightly in the corner, which is a great asset of mine. So if I was to do liquid liner, I consider my lids quite hooded, if that makes sense. So I would actually do a bat wing on me, which involves coming in a lot more and then down, because you see when I look straight forward, it's going to transfer now. It dips down slightly here, but that's basically how you map out and plan your liner. So one thing I mentioned earlier was not to come in this way, and don't keep going over the same line. Let me just show you something. If you do a line, you've got that perfect line, and then you try and redo that line, you kind of get feathery marks here. You can't always start in exactly the same place, so you're going to get that thicker and thicker line all the time. So when you come out this way, you automatically get that flick. That's what the brush is made for. That's why it's that shape, because it's going to flick up at the end there. So I hope I have kept that nice and simple for you guys. That's my really easy way to do liner. It involves a little bit of practice, a little bit of technique. Yeah, you'll find your own way to do it. When you're doing it on other people, it's so much easier to do it with an eye open. I know it's a really, really fidgety area, but chin up, look down on yourself, look into a mirror, holding a mirror right here, and you can see that whole lid. Don't stretch your eye, don't come in from this way, don't try and take it the whole way across, because you're gonna mess up at some point. If you guys have any questions about liner, liquid liner, anything, let me know. Even if it's questions not about liner, go ahead and let me know, leave them in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, there's a lot more makeup on there, everything else, and that's kind of the better way to contact me. I'm always on there. So yeah, thanks guys, I'll see you very soon, bye.